September 1st, 2016. Trump narrows Clinton's lead. Donald Trump a diplomatic embarrassment, Dem VP candidate Tim Kaine says. Jorge Ramos says Peña Nieto is meek with Trump, Latino voters in the U.S. won't be. Donald Trump dealt with a series of people who had mob ties. Bill Clinton aides used tax dollars to subsidize foundation and private email support. Look, Colin Kaepernick's practice socks appear to disrespect the police. How political correctness chills speech on campus. Georgetown University plans steps to atone for slave past. U.S. and others agree to secret exemptions for Iran after nuclear deal. NASA says explosion rocks SpaceX launch site in Florida during test of rocket. September 2nd, 2016. Emails raise new questions about Clinton Foundation ties to State Department. Clinton's advisors tell her to prep for a landslide. One secret of Trump's low-cost campaign, free labor. Donald Trump revised immigration speech after Mexican leaders tweet. GOP senator says Trump may not be the right messenger for the party. Colin Kaepernick says, I'm not anti-American, will donate $1 million. Putin says DNC hack was public service. Russia didn't do it. Presidential debate moderators announced. September 3rd, 2016. Clinton says could not recall all briefings due to concussion, FBI report says. FBI played trick on Clinton during email probe newly released documents show. Someone using Tor breached email account on Clinton server. Clinton emails wiped clean after New York Times story. FBI says a laptop that held Clinton's emails has gone missing. Muslim aunt of NYPD cop killed in apparently random attack. Bishop of Grantham, first Church of England bishop to declare he is in gay relationship. No more antibacterial soap for you, FDA says. The bold and controversial plan to drill into a supervolcano. Mosquitoes are deadly, so why not kill them all? September 4th, 2016. Barack Obama deliberately snubbed by Chinese in chaotic arrival at G20. Confrontations flare as Obama's traveling party reaches China. Kaine defends Clinton on classified emails. Clinton understands America's place in the world, Trump does not. Kaine compares Trump's encouragement of Russian hacking to Watergate break-in. Pence on Clinton, most dishonest candidate since Richard Nixon. Detroit mayor slams Trump's visit to black church. We've never seen a falling wiener quite like this before. September 5th, 2016. Duterte tells Obama not to question him about killings. Obama gives Putin his best death stare. Tense moment the world's two most powerful men squared up at the G20 summit in China. Obama says Kaepernick's national anthem protest a tough thing for service members. Young blacks voice skepticism on Hillary Clinton, worrying Democrats. Diddy urges hold on black vote. Hillary needs to talk to the black community. Mexicans gave Donald Trump the hostile welcome he deserved. Giuliani says Clinton acted with criminal intent. This study shows American federalism is a total joke. What follows from a presidential campaign of so many negative firsts? September 6th, 2016. Phyllis Schlafly, First Lady of a political march to the right, dies at 92. Hillary Clinton says husband Bill should not have to resign from foundation until after election. Inside Bill Clinton's nearly $18 million job as honorary chancellor of a for-profit college. Clinton maintains 6-point buffer over Trump. Has Trump hit his ceiling? Rodrigo Duterte's anti-American outburst complicates U.S. goals. White House cancels Obama meeting with Philippines leader. China blames America for Obama embarrassment. U.S. companies tout climate change policies, fund climate skeptics. September 7th, 2016. U.S. transferred $1.3 billion more in cash to Iran after initial payment. Judge gives state until after election to release some Clinton docs. Nancy Pelosi urges Paul Ryan to ban Republicans from using hacked documents. Donald Trump ending press blacklist. Trump making a play for Virginia despite long odds. Trump leads Clinton among military and veteran voters. GOP says Trump won't cost us Congress. Police raid Amish party in Ohio field, 73 arrested. Climate change is a racist crisis. That's why Black Lives Matter closed an airport. America's uninsured rate just dropped to a new low. September 8th, 2016. Critics blast Lauer's Commander-in-Chief Forum performance. Matt Lauer totally blew it on Trump's blatant lying about Iraq and Libya. Clinton says Trump failed key leadership test. Donald Trump's thoroughly strange claim about his Mexico visit. Clinton campaign warns media to tread carefully. Libertarian candidate Gary Johnson, what is Aleppo? Gary Johnson explains Aleppo mistake. Obama on climate change. The trends are terrifying. Is Wisconsin teen's decision to die a turning point? September 9th, 2016. The bashing of Matt Lauer. Why many of the attacks are driven by partisanship. Clinton slams Trump but blabbed about briefing in 2008. Hill Republicans say Clinton investigations won't stop if she wins. Justice Department granted immunity to specialist who deleted Hillary Clinton's emails. Clinton's drug proposals very negative, Pfizer CEO says. 5,300 Wells Fargo employees fired for creating over 2 million phony accounts. Judge orders Utah not to block Planned Parenthood funding. Inside a $10 million scheme to steal federal funds intended to feed hungry children. NAACP president says not a stretch to compare Colin Kaepernick to Rosa Parks. Mark Zuckerberg accused of abusing power after Facebook deletes Napalm Girl post. September 10th, 2016. Clinton says half of Trump's supporters are a basket of deplorables with hateful views. Bill Clinton mocks coal people who oppose Hillary. Bill Clinton suggests Trump's slogan racist, but he used the same one. Donald Trump says Hillary Clinton wouldn't be prosecuted even if she shot someone. Democrats wonder and worry. Why isn't Clinton far ahead of Trump? The worst person in New York has been arrested. September 11th, 2016. Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton visit Ground Zero on 9/11 anniversary. Obama says nation will never forget 9/11, praises U.S. resilience. Hillary Clinton has medical episode at 9/11 ceremony, source says. 9/11 Commission chairman says terror threat worse now than in 2001. Dangers rise as America retreats. Team Trump responds to Hillary's deplorables flub. She ripped off her mask. Kane says Clinton's deplorable characterization doesn't merit an apology. Clinton was wrong to generalize about Trump's supporters. Why Clinton isn't sweating deplorables. The media elites feel the shiver go up the spine, and it's not victory. September 12th, 2016. Secret Service followed atypical protocol with Clinton's early departure from Sunday 9/11 event. Does Hillary Clinton have a classic case of walking pneumonia? Hillary Clinton's health is now a real issue. Press rips Clinton's campaign's handling of health incident. Trump to release results of physical, calls candidate health an issue after Clinton incident. Trump Jr. and top supporter share white nationalist image on social media. Do presidential debates matter? Here's the political science evidence. Appeals court to review New Hampshire's ballot selfie ban. Spate of deadly attacks in Syria ahead of ceasefire. Germany's anti-immigrant AfD party suffers election setback in West. September 13th, 2016. An unplanned absence for Hillary Clinton at an inopportune time. 3 blood clots, a concussion, deep vein thrombosis. Hillary's shielded medical history is no longer just for conspiracy theorists, as her penchant for privacy gets serious scrutiny. Clinton's reluctance to drink water causing tension with her staff. Republicans privately panic at terrifying prospect of Trump win. Yes, half of Trump's supporters are racist. Pence declines to call David Duke deplorable, disavows support. Donald Trump's shifting words on interest rates and Janet Yellen. How Big Sugar enlisted Harvard scientists to influence how we eat in 1965. Edward Snowden makes moral case for presidential pardon. Kentucky's governor said something really scary over the weekend. September 14th, 2016. Donald Trump's Dr. Oz show appearance likely won't feature health reveal. Trump has 5-point lead in poll of Battleground, Ohio. Colin Powell calls Trump a national disgrace in hacked emails. Powell in leaked email says, "I didn't tell Hillary to have a private server at home." Obama says, "I'm not one who bleeds Dem." House Democrats ask for justice investigation as New York AG looks into Trump Foundation. Scott Walker, the John Doe files, and how corporate cash influences American politics. September 15th, 2016. Despite gestures, Trump is still the least transparent U.S. presidential candidate in modern history. Donald Trump wants Peter Thiel on the Supreme Court, sources say. The time Trump's campaign manager called Americans a bunch of pigs. Huckabee says Clinton health cover-up like Nixon. Colin Powell says Bill Clinton's still dicking bimbos, according to the New York police. Now Mexico wants to build a border wall with Central America to keep out illegal immigrants from El Salvador, Honduras, and Guatemala. Witness says Philippine president ordered killings of 1,000. U.S. confirms 2 more freed Guantanamo inmates rejoined militant groups. Are Syrians the only Muslims Indiana fears? September 16th, 2016. Clinton and Trump in a 1-point race among likely voters. Donald Trump again won't acknowledge Obama was born in U.S. Trump on Obama's citizenship. We have to keep the suspense going, okay? Trump said in 2015 and 2016 he didn't know if Obama's birth certificate was real. Clinton says there is no erasing Trump's history of birther attacks on President Obama. Donald Trump's birther speech is a commercial for his new hotel. How Bernie Sanders diehards echo Clinton conspiracy theories. Family of Black Virginia teen killed by officer reaches $1 million settlement. Man shot by cops after meat cleaver attack over parking boot. September 17th, 2016. Hillary Clinton campaign manager admits 2008 birther link. Donald Trump clung to birther lie for years and still isn't apologetic. Trump accused of inciting violence against Hillary again. Donald under fire urging Clinton guards to drop their guns and see what happens as he makes her deplorables insult his new slogan. People are justifiably infuriated with how Jimmy Fallon handled Trump. How Roger Ailes used key man clauses for his stars to protect himself. Sizing up the next commander-in-chief. Nigeria's president apologizes for plagiarizing President Obama's speech. China's housing gets scarily expensive. Why a Donald Trump victory could make climate catastrophe inevitable. September 18th, 2016. Explosion in New York's Chelsea neighborhood. Powerful blast injures at least 29 in Manhattan. Second device found. Trump says bomb went off in New York before details of explosion confirmed. Minnesota mall attacker referenced Allah before stabbing rampage, police chief says. Obama urges African American voters to protect his legacy. Obama says would be personal insult to legacy if black voters don't back Clinton. Clinton says people have thrown hateful nonsense at the Obamas. Mike Pence says his role model for vice president is Dick Cheney. Trump says Robert Gates probably has a problem that we don't know about. September 19th, 2016. FBI raids New Jersey building near where suspicious devices found. Police raid New Jersey home in search of Manhattan bomber. Ahmad Rahami identified as New York and New Jersey bombing suspect. Suspect in New York and New Jersey bombings taken into custody. Were New York and New Jersey explosions the work of a lone wolf? FBI says it's not looking for any more suspects after alleged terrorist bomber is arrested in New Jersey shootout. Trump says police know who terrorists are, don't do anything out of fear of profiling. Kasich camp bashes Priebus, warns of national GOP wipeout. Republican friendships shatter over Trump. The progressive case for Hillary Clinton is pretty overwhelming. The death of he said, she said journalism. September 20th, 2016. Bomb suspect Rahami, a deadbeat, hated America, says his daughter's mother. Suspect's family ran a restaurant that aggravated neighbors. Trump defends racial profiling in wake of bombs. CNN falsely adds racial to Trump vetting comments. Donald Trump praises law enforcement, slams Obama-Clinton for not taking ISIS seriously. Obama throws himself into 2016 race, hell-bent on Clinton victory. George H.W. Bush to vote for Hillary Clinton. Trump used $258,000 from his charity to settle legal problems. Obama led the world downward into chaos. Soros says why I'm investing $500 million in migrants. September 21st, 2016. Corey Lewandowski to be paid by Trump campaign through 2016. Trump says African Americans are in their worst shape ever, ever, ever. Mr. Trump's stupid excuses on taxes. Fact check. Trump's bogus birtherism claim about Clinton. Sheriff Arpaio says I'm still investigating President Obama's birth certificate. Scrutiny of Trump Foundation deepens. Bill Clinton's speaking fee overlaps with foundation business. Police in North Carolina fatally shoot man witnesses say was disabled and unarmed. Donald Trump Jr.'s Skittles comparison used to be a feminist meme. September 22nd, 2016. Clinton leads Trump ahead of first debate. Clinton asks why she isn't beating Trump by 50 points. Tulsa police officer shares her side of the story in Terrence Crutcher's shooting. One person fatally shot in second night of protests in Charlotte following shooting. Trump cites lack of spirit between the white and the black in police shootings. A Trump campaign chair in Ohio says there was no racism before Obama. USA Today columnist urges motorists to run down protesters on North Carolina highway. Trump's campaign paid his businesses $8.2 million. A conservative intellectual explains why the GOP has fallen to Donald Trump. The grim reality of human organ harvesting in China. September 23, 2016. Keith Scott's family sees video of his killing and says the public should too. President Obama urges peaceful approach to reforming police in wake on Charlotte. Trump says police wrongdoing needs to be vigorously addressed. Rioting may tip presidential scales in crucial North Carolina. In America, gun rights are for whites only. Clinton runs ads on Trump's remarks about women. Clinton and Trump camps fire up supporters before debate. Mark Cuban to take his trolling of Trump to the front row of Monday's debate. Probe of leaked U.S. NSA hacking tools examines operatives' mistake. Senator Mike Lee shoots down Trump's Supreme Court trial balloon. September 24th, 2016. Seattle area mall shooting that killed 5 shows no evidence of terrorism, says FBI. Charlotte shooting video. Footage shows fatal encounter between police and Keith Lamont Scott. A ferocious assault on Aleppo suggests U.S. may be wrong on Syria. Cruz says he forgives Trump for attacks on family. Obama used a pseudonym in emails with Clinton, FBI documents reveal. Why did feds grant immunity to Hillary's highly improper aide? No Fortune 100 CEOs back Republican Donald Trump. September 25th, 2016. Presidential debates will be a major influence for a third of voters, poll says. Trump's unconventional debate prep skips mock debates. Trump campaign in change of tone calls debate moderator brilliant. Conway calls Trump the Babe Ruth of debating. Jennifer Flowers said she would attend debate for Trump, but Trump camp says no. Gunman at large after killing 5 at mall north of Seattle. Charlotte shooting. City considers releasing police videos Saturday. September 26, 2016. Trump and Clinton deadlocked in poll before key debate. Report says Lester Holt may pull a Candy Crowley at first presidential debate. Trump campaign worried he won't be treated fairly post-debate. The weekend, America's newspapers called Donald Trump a liar. Why Donald Trump should not be president. It's beyond debate that Donald Trump is unfit to be president. Campaign head says Clinton will explain policies. Violent crime in U.S. rose in 2015, but not to peak levels, say FBI. September 27th, 2016. Clinton and Trump dive directly into attacks in first debate. Clinton goes after Trump's weakness, his famously thin skin. Who is Alicia Machado? Former Miss Universe says Trump called her Miss Piggy. Trump on former Miss Universe Machado. She gained a massive amount of weight. Trump responds to claims that he fat-shamed a Miss Universe winner by fat-shaming her again. Lester Holt shows he doesn't know the meaning of impartial. Giuliani says I wouldn't debate again after Holt's interference. Trump's debate performance was the worst ever. A debate victory doesn't ensure a real shift in the race. September 28, 2016. New debate strategy for Donald Trump. Practice, practice, practice. Miss Universe strikes back. Views on race and gender mark stark divide between Clinton and Trump supporters. Clinton to score another GOP endorsement, former Senator John Warner of Virginia. Obama, Hillary, and Bill Clinton travel to Israel for Shimon Peres' funeral. House strikes deal on Flint, potentially ending shutdown threat. FBI director says database coming on police use of deadly force. The White House asks Congress to keep quiet on Russian hacking. James Comey's Clinton immunity. September 29th, 2016. Majority of voters say Clinton won first presidential debate. Donald Trump pushes debunked theory that Google suppressed rivals' bad news. Johnson has an Aleppo moment. Can't name any foreign leader he admires. At least 1 dead, more than 100 hurt after New Jersey Transit train crashes at station in Hoboken. Enabler or family defender. How Hillary Clinton responded to husband's accusers. Linda Tripp reopens Vince Foster, Filegate, Travelgate, and Whitewater scandals. The FBI's Hillary email probe is looking even more like a cover-up. Comey on Clinton email probe. Don't call us weasels. Obama says Congress veto override of 9/11 lawsuits bill a mistake. September 30th, 2016. Trump's disgusting tweet about Alicia Machado got one thing right. It isn't what he thinks. Trump says, check out sex tape of former Miss Universe. Newt Gingrich says Alicia Machado is the new Benghazi lie. Editorial board. Trump is unfit for the presidency. Phoenix demands Trump campaign drop ad using city's uniformed cops. How Democrats stop worrying and learn to love big donor money. UN news agency scrubs tweet calling on Americans abroad to end Trump. U.S. signed secret document to lift UN sanctions on Iranian banks.